Hey guys, how you doing? TK Pryor coming at you. Another early morning at work on a beautiful new day, new opportunity. So, you know what? We got to do what we have to do until we can afford to do what we want to do. So here's my daily grind, my little 12-hour shift. Um, the transition point, I talked about this in other videos where you've made it, or your success measure should be when your residual income exceeds your linear income. So the things that you are working on part-time outside of your job finally pays you more than what your job is paying, and it's continuous. It's not a one-time payment. Then that's when you've made it, or that's when you can transition to the point where you can say, I'm successful. A lot of people in network marketing measure their success by, oh, I'm a six-figure earner. Yeah, well, guess what happens if your company terminates you? It's just like working for a $200,000 job and getting laid off. There is such a thing as a network marketing agreement that you sign with that said company, and as soon as you do anything that they feel breaks their client agreement, they have the authority to kick you out of the company. So you haven't made it if you are a six-figure earner in a network marketing company. You've made it when you've earned six figures in residual income, and that income is not tied to any company. You see, I did a test field for a crowdfunding project that somebody introduced me to and invited me to participate in, because I run a cryptocurrency group that has 5,000 members in it. So people are always pitching me different things. And so I don't have a lot of traction. And I told the people who pitched me that that's the problem with crowdfunding. If you don't have a crowd willing to fund you, then it's a waste of your time and energy. So I did a test filler just to see. And I explained the concept of crowdfunding and multiplicity, and just to see how many people would be interested in following me and networking with me to point towards a crowdfunding program. And I got zero response. So I don't have a lot of traction. People don't follow me into programs. But the best thing about the programs that I participate in, and this ties into how I opened the conversation about six-figure earners in network marketing companies, and how a company can always remove your income, go away, close down, or kick you out, right? So better to have assets worth six figures, because instead of being a six-figure earner, I'd rather be a six-figure asset holder. There's a difference. So that's what my definition of making it. So it doesn't bother me that people don't follow me into programs. It doesn't bother me that I don't have any traction. It doesn't even bother me that most programs that I participate in, I can't get other people to sign up in. I really could give a damn, and it doesn't bother me. Why? Because all of the programs that I participate in are passive-based income opportunities that only allow you to multiply faster if you can build a team. So in spite of the fact that my inability to build a team, I'm still making money, because the passive income associated with the asset behind the program that I'm in builds continuously and doesn't fucking require anybody's help. So I'm very aggressive with the concept of build yourself economy. The most important economy is the economy of you. I'm very, very aggressive on that fact, because the programs that I suggest to people and the strategies that I implement for myself work. And they work independent of someone else's ability to put money into it. And that is the passive type investments that you need to have in your portfolio. Think about this. In the stock market, they always say read the perspective, meaning the burden of proof for the investment is on you, the investor. And they also, successful people in the stock market always come across with the concept of not sharing what they're successful in, because they feel like, well, shit, if I tell you the stock that I'm buying, it means less money for me. So successful people typically don't share what they're successful in. And then when you talk about analytics in the stock market, it's very expensive to pay for someone's knowledge in terms of what is successful or what market trends you should at least pay attention to, if not act on. So let's draw that back. The same concept of investing, let's draw that back into network marketing and explain or apply some of the same things. Because if you're not participating in something that is asset-based and that leverages your salary into asset management and acquisition, then you're wasting your fucking time. And I'm being 100. Because I don't play the lie and hype game. I'm a realist. And I come with strategies that work. And I focus on implementing things that get me further. So I impress upon people concepts. And people like, he don't know what he's talking about. But it doesn't affect me, my progress, or my money, because I'm into asset management and acquisition. I consider myself a specialist. So that brings me to the market of cryptocurrency and how within cryptocurrency, just like the stock market, we have mathematical cycles that play out within a supply and demand network. Now, there's multiple factors within the cryptocurrency network that trigger the cycles that we see. And I think a lot of people respond not knowing the fundamentals of the market to speculation. And that speculative response ends up not working out for them financially in the long run. So you got to have a long-term strategy, and you got to go into it with all of the fundamentals associated with your long-term success. So I encourage you guys to become a financial student and stay away from being a financial parrot. Get into this market, position yourself, make some smart moves, and get some better results. So that's where I'm at right now, positioning myself, looking towards what's next, trying to get ahead of the trend, really be a pioneer in the front lines of what's coming down the market within cryptocurrency. And that's my focus. And then, of course, I add in tangible assets because that's a nice fallback. So you couple tangible assets with cryptocurrency, and you have a 21st century diverse portfolio that is pretty bullish. So I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to implement some strategies. Change your mindset. Get out of this fiat greed, self mentality that corporate America instills, especially the Western mentality within corporate business, where everything is centered around you, because you are not the one that makes the world go round. Essentially, you accomplish more in unity, and if people would actually work together, doors would open. That's the part that I can't stand about Western mentality business, is that we've been programmed to focus on self when unity and nature works more efficiently